Good morning, good day. Okay, good day, good day, good day. Learners, good day. Yes, welcome. It is time for English home language for grade 9. It's Monday, a new day of a new week, the 6th of July 2020. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I would love to take the register by asking you, my learners, to kindly say hi in the chat. Let us see who is with us today. Let us see who is not. Yes, let's take the register, please. Can you please say hi on the chat so we can see who is here with us today? You know, that is how we teachers are, right? That we, every time before the class starts, you want to take the register and see who's here and who's not. So yes, thank you so much for cooperating. Thank you so much. Yes, I see you, I recognize you. There's a couple of eyes in the chat. Hello, Cleo, Kwezi, Len, Tando, Onkabetse. Yes, hello everyone, hello. I know some of you, your friends are still on their way, probably still having their lunch, wiping their mouths off and everything. Okay, everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the lesson of the day. Yes, welcome to today's lesson. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend, and this is a new day of a new week. So let's get started with something new. Okay, today's lesson will be very interactive. So we will be continuing with listening and speaking, where I will be expecting you to do some speaking on the mic. I hope you are ready. I hope your voice is still there and that you have charged your phones, that you are ready for this. Okay, so we are going to going to debate, but before that we are going to learn about how we do it at school, okay? So that we can be able to do it well. And yes, we are going to emulate the classroom situation. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, I am ready. Okay, so in today's lesson, this is what we will be going through. How to debate. Yes, how to debate, the procedure of it. You are also going to learn about the roles involved in a debate and how to play those roles, how the speakers take turns to speak. We will learn also how to explain your viewpoints and reach a consensus. Then we will also learn about how to use appropriate language, style, and register. So that will be okay. I think I forgot to also write there that we are going to debate. Anyway, I've already said it. I hope everyone is ready. Your headsets are working well, or the microphone on your mic, on your tablet, your smartphone, your computer, your laptop, whatever device that which you are using to connect to us in the lesson of today. Yeah. Okay, so it is through a debate that we let our point of view to be heard by other people. Okay. So that is what a debate is all about. Okay, it is about persuading other people to do what you would like them to do for you. Okay, so it's something very interesting. It is very interesting. It is interesting. It is interesting. It is interesting, as you would see. Okay, so let me not waste time so that we can still have time before the end of the lesson for that. Okay, so we must speak. Okay, there is a quote by the US President Donald Trump. He says, I quote, "We must speak our minds openly, debate our disagreements honestly, but always pursue solidarity. Okay, so that is what we would be doing even today. We make sure that we speak our minds openly. Okay, we do not lie to ourselves, and we do not lie to others, and whatever that we should do not agree on, we debate it honestly. Okay, but remember that in all that which we would be doing, we should pursue solidarity. We should remember that we are all people, and we should respect each other. We should respect each other's opinions, and we should not try to belittle anyone or to make anyone feel down or in any negative way. Okay, remember, we are a school, we are here to learn, and we are here to learn. We are not here because we know everything, but we are here so that we can learn more. We are here to learn. We are here to learn, to become better people, to train our skills, to improve our skills. So in today's lesson, it will be our speaking skills. So yes, remember this as we go about the lesson of today, that we should honor each other, we should respect each other's opinion, and appreciate each other's differences. Yep. So speaking is one of the valuable assets, as I've already said. Okay, yes. And we should learn to speak with ease and with accuracy. And that includes also those learners who are shy. Yes, even you should be at the point where you can speak with ease and accuracy. Okay, so speaking, really, it doesn't have to do with your personality, whether you are shy or not. Everyone can speak, we all can speak. It is just a matter of learning how to become better communicators, learning about how to communicate so that what we are saying can be well understood by everyone the way we want it to be understood. Okay, so remember, if you have a question, if you need clarity on something, the chat is open for you. You can type your question there. As soon as I see it, I will get back to it. Or you can raise your hand and I'll give you a chance to speak and ask your question. So a debate is about arguing different viewpoints on a chosen topic. We will choose a topic. I hope there is someone who has a more interesting topic than the one I have. So a debate is a formal oral form for public viewing and participation. So you realize that it really requires everyone to participate. Anyone and everyone. There really is nothing that which can really set you or to exclude you from being a part of a debate. Okay, not your age, not anything, not even your personality. You can't say because you are shy, you have stage fright, then you cannot participate. Even if you are like that, that is more reason for you to participate, so that you can be able to overcome those tendencies. Okay, because you cannot grow up with those tendencies. I mean, now you are in grade 9, you are left with 3 years before matric, and then you'll be going to the workplace, you'll be going to varsity, you'll be going to all different career aspirations that which you have. And you realize that no matter what you want to be, no matter what you want to do, even if you want to be a computer programmer, working behind a computer the whole day, you still need to be able to speak. Okay, you still need to be able to speak. Whatever it is that which you want to be, speaking is very important. You should be able to be a better speaker than you are at the moment. There is room for improvement, and for as long as that room of improvement exists, then it needs to be filled. All right. So the debating procedure. So if we were in class, okay, we are in class, this is how it was going to be. Okay, so there are 2 teams of speakers, usually 3 per team, to argue for or against the motion. Okay, I think there's a lot of things in that one sentence, so let me just break it down. So here is what I was saying. There are 2 teams of speakers. So each team 1 has 3 speakers. Team 2 also has 3 speakers. So people in team 1, they argue for the motion. So that means that the people in team 1, they agree with the topic. Okay, whatever that topic says, it means that the people in team 1, they agree. Then the people in team 2, they disagree or they argue against emotion. Okay, so in case you are wondering what emotion is a chosen topic and it makes claims or propositions. So you can just think of emotion being a fancy way of saying topic. Okay, you know how like you know how with debates it seems like everything is so glamorous, so classy, yeah. So that is how it works. So that is what emotion is. Emotion is just a fancy way of saying a chosen topic. Okay, yes. So from here you have learned that there are 2 teams. Let's say it's 3 people per team. It's team 1 which will agree with the topic and team 2 which will disagree with the topic. So here's the debating proceedings. How do they go? Debate proceedings are controlled by a chairperson who introduces the motion and gives some background to it. Okay, so usually at school, the chairperson could be your English teacher who will introduce the motion. Remember, I said the motion is the topic and give some background to it. So the reason for doing this is that it is a way to make sure that everyone understands what is going on, that every speaker understands what the topic is, and also that everyone in the audience, they also understand what the debate is all about. Chances are, if you do not understand what the topic is about, you do not understand the background to it, chances are you will be bored and you will not get anything out of it if you are the audience. And if you are the speaker, chances are that you will really make a joke out of yourself. I think your classmates can laugh at you simply because you are saying something which is irrelevant. You should be going right because of the topic say goes right, but you are going left. You are going in an entirely unrelated direction. So it is very important to have background knowledge so you can understand what the debate is about, and it will also keep you to be interested. It is like with you right now after this lesson. If it happens that you will go to the TV and check what is playing, then you will press the info button and see what that program that which you want to watch is all about. And when you understand that it is a movie, that it is an action movie and you love action movies, then it will really spike your interest. You will really want to watch that movie. So it is the same here when the chairperson introduces the motion and gives background knowledge to it. It is a way of getting people to be interested. It is a way of getting people's attention and to make sure that no one is left behind. Okay, so the chairperson also introduces each speaker. So all of these 6 speakers will be introduced by the chairperson. Then the chairperson will maintain order to make sure that the proceedings, they go according to plan, that there are no disruptions. There is no one who's causing disruptions, disorders, and all those things which can make the debate to not be enjoyable. So remember also, the chairperson will keep the time to make sure that the debate, it happens at the allocated session. If you are given 30 minutes, then the chairperson should make sure that before that 30 minutes ends, then the debate should be over. This debating session should be over at that time. Again, speakers are given time limits by the chairperson. For example, the chairperson can say every speaker speaks for a maximum of 3 minutes. That means that no speaker should speak more than 3 minutes. So it's either the speaker speak for 3 minutes or less. So that is how it works, and that will be what it will be all about. Then not only that, The chairperson will also manage the discussion when the motion is open to the floor. What this means is that there will be a time during the debating session where the discussion will be open to the floor. The floor is the audience or the people who are not debating. So the motion will be opened to them so that they can ask questions, so that they can also weigh in on the matter. You know, it is not like it is a radio broadcast where you just listen, or maybe it's a podcast, yeah, where you just listen. But no, even the people in the audience, whoever has questions or an opinion to voice over, then they will really have a chance. They will be given that chance to express themselves, to say something that which is on their minds. Then again, the chairperson also manages the vote, but usually in school, instead of managing the vote, that is when your teacher will be assessing you based on your verbal communication, your non-verbal communication, everything you've been saying, how you use the language structures, how your viewpoints link with each other, and things like that. You realize that everything that which you learn, all these language structures, the nouns, the pronouns, the simple tenses, the abbreviations, everything that you've learned so far and everything that which you are going to learn, it is not to pass time. It is because there will be a time where you will need to use them. So you should just think of everything to be like tools, okay? So just think of yourself as the learner. Think of yourself as a toolbox. And then this lesson of today, maybe it's a pair of pliers. The next lesson could be a screwdriver. The other lesson could be a scissor. The other lesson will be a wire. The other lesson will be this and that, okay? So think of it that way. So you put everything together. You make sure that everything is together. Make sure that you have everything so that whatever the occasion, you are ready and you are well set for whatever the occasion may be, okay? Yeah, so that is what is all about. Okay, the debate procedure. So the chair will introduce the motion and ask the first speaker for the proposition to speak. So the proposition, this is the team that argues for the motion. Okay, so it means that the speakers in team number one, that is the proposition. Okay, that is the proposition because they propose the motion. That is, they agree with the motion. So that is the proposition team. So what happens is that the first speaker from the proposition team will come up and give us reasons and present the arguments why they support the motion. Okay, after that, the first speaker for the opposition side, that is the team which is against the motion, will present the arguments opposing the motion, and they may also attack the ideas of the first speaker's arguments. So do you understand do you understand this so far? So it's like the member from the proposition side comes first, they speak. After that comes the first member from the opposition side who will speak and then attack the viewpoints or oppose the viewpoints of the first speaker from the other team. After that, the second speaker for the proposition will build on the team's arguments and present new arguments and attack the previous speaker's points. Okay, so now the second speaker for the proposition, remember the proposition is that side. So anyway, where are we? So here we are done. It means that the first speakers from each respective team have spoken. Then after that, the second speaker from the proposition will build on what the first speaker will build on what his or her teammate has said. After that, they'll present new arguments. And then attack the points of the previous speaker from the other team. Okay, yes. Okay, and then, all right, after that, the second speaker for the opposition will come and they'll do the same thing, which means that the second speaker for the opposition will build on their own team's arguments, present new arguments, and then attack the previous speaker's points. Okay, yes. So after this, then the motion will be open to the floor, that is to the audience, for discussion and questions. So what this means is that two speakers from both teams will have spoken by the time that the motion will be open to the floor. So what happens at this point in time is that everyone on the floor can ask questions, they can discuss the topic, they can weigh in to say what they think and what they feel about the topic. And as they do that, then the speakers who are debating, they will be speaking to each other as the team and really preparing themselves for the last speaker will be coming from each team. Okay, so they'll be sharing their own ideas, solidifying their arguments, because the last speaker from each team will be coming. So this is the most deciding thing, especially if it is a competition. You would realize that the person who really holds the most power in a debate, it usually is the last speaker. It is usually the third speaker. So what the third speaker does usually is they will solidify everything that their teammates have said, and they'll also use the very same opportunity to attack what the speakers from the other team has said. Okay, so that is what will be happening. So yes, that is why usually when you are debating in a team, make sure that the third speaker is someone who is the most assertive of you all, someone who is the most self-confident, someone who's the most vocal, okay, someone who is the most concise, because as the third speaker you have a lot to say. Okay, as the third speaker you have a lot to say. You have to summarize your team's main points and arguments. Not only that, but you also have to attack the viewpoints of every speaker from the other team. Okay, so you see, you have limited time to do so many things. So that is why a third speaker should be someone who is concise, someone who will not drag anything, someone who will not be dragging your viewpoints. Okay, someone who can make a point, who can really be straight to the point. Yes. Okay, so after the general discussion, then the third speaker from the opposition will come up. So the third speaker from the opposition will repeat the team's main arguments, yes, and try to persuade the audience to vote against the motion. Remember, the opposition, they disagree with the motion. So the third speaker will repeat their own main arguments. They will try to persuade the audience to vote against the motion. So that means that they will try to get the audience to be behind them. Okay, and they will give reasons why for this. And after that, the speaker may also attack the previous arguments. Okay. Then the third speaker for the proposition side will also do the same thing, which means that that speaker from the proposition will summarize their main points, will try to persuade the audience to agree with the motion, to agree with them, and to also attack the viewpoints of the opposition team. Then after this, the debate will be concluded and a result will be obtained in different ways. Okay, so one way will be to have the speeches assessed or scored. So that will be what your teacher may do for your marks, or they may ask the audience to put a motion to the vote. I remember back in high school, what used to happen is we would go to other schools and compete with them with sports such as soccer, cricket, netball, and also with debate. So what happens with debate is that after the debate session is over, they will be asking the audience which team has won. Is it team one? Then they will shout, yeah! See? And then they'll ask, oh, is it team two? Yeah! See? So from there, they'll really try to hear which shouts were the loudest. Were the loudest shouts for team one, or were the loudest shouts for team two? Okay, so the team which got the loudest shout will win the debate. Yeah, and yes, not only that, there were also judges which were teachers from both schools who will be giving us scores, and they will tell all the debaters how good they did, what they could improve, you know, encouraging, giving that critical criticism, that positive critical criticism, which really helped us eventually to become proficient and better at debating as well as public speaking. Yeah, so that's what usually happens. Okay, so extra tips. I hope everyone is ready. I think this is the last slide. Okay, last two. So extra tips for debating. Number one, plan your argument by noting 3 or 4 reasons to support your point of view. Whatever point of view you have, you need to give reasons why. If you want people to listen to you, you need to give reasons why. Thing is, not everyone will agree with you, okay? And everyone who agrees with you, they will agree, and they do not have to hear reasons why. But then those who do not agree with you, they will want to know why. And that is the reason why we are saying that support your reasons, you know, support your point of view with reasons. Number two, explain your points by using interesting and unusual facts or examples. The good thing about this one is that if you use interesting facts or examples or unusual facts or examples, it will be difficult for the other team to attack your points because they will not know where to start. So that is the good thing about it, you know. Yes. Number three, keep to the agreed time limit. If it's 3 minutes, please keep it there. Okay. Do not try to sound smart and drag your points of view longer than you should. Okay. Keep to the time limit. Remember to be concise so that you can be straight to the point, so that you can communicate your point of view in the most minimum time available as possible. Number four, present your argument and use the following. One, emotive language. Emotive language, remember, it is that language which is usually used in poetry, in novels, yes. And the reason they use it is to try to evoke a certain emotion in you. So even you as someone who debates, you should use emotive language, okay? If you want people to feel sad, tell them a sad story. If you want people to take you seriously, say something serious. If you want people to laugh, say something funny. You know, that is what emotive language is all about. It is about you having a remote control, okay? Your speech becomes a remote control, okay? You can press the laughing button, you can press the crying button, the sad button, the serious button, and whatever button you press, it will work, okay? So if you press the sad button by saying something sad, the people will be sad, etc., etc. Then remember also to use persuasive language. Oh, we have a question. Yes, hi Junior. You have a question for me? Junior, Oh, seems like I've lost Junior. Okay, Junior, please try again. Please try again. So yes, that is what, okay, persuasive language, that is when you persuade people to see things the way you do. Okay, so it's like you're giving people your own eyes. Okay, so you do that by being persuasive. Show people that you are right and they are wrong. That is what the debate is all about. You are showing people that what your point of view is saying is what stands and everything else is not. Number 3, rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions are those questions which we ask, but we are not expecting an answer because we all know the answer. Humor, sometimes you may have to say something to make people giggle a bit. You know how serious debates can be. So sometimes you can just lighten up the mood, lighten up the atmosphere by being a bit humorous. Then you may have to use exaggeration, or what we call hyperbole. So this is where you exaggerate something as a way to make a point. For example, if let's say you haven't eaten by now and the last time you ate was last night, okay, you will say something like, I am so hungry I could eat a horse. Okay, we know you could never eat a horse, but by saying that you are emphasizing to us how hungry you really are. So even in a debate, you may need to exaggerate some things so that people can pay attention. Repetition, yes, sometimes you may need to repeat some things. Okay, you know, something that which is repeated is very memorable and you take it seriously. Okay, the more I say something to you, the more you take it seriously, no matter how bad or how good it is. You know, if every day I tell you I love you, 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 then you will take it seriously. You will believe that, oh, our English teacher really loves us. Okay, but if I could say something else, saying, you know, this class I don't enjoy it, this class I don't enjoy, this class is boring and everything, the more I say it, the more you will take it. Okay, and you will really take it like that. So it is the same with a debate, that, you know, in that time limit you're given, if there is something you really want to stand out or you want to really emphasize, one good way of doing that will be to repeat it. Use commanding verbs. Okay, remember, you will not be asking questions. You are not asking for people's permission. You are trying to bring them back to yourself, to bring them to your perspective. Therefore, this is how you do it, by using commanding verbs. The last tip, the rest of the class will listen carefully to both teams and decide which team was the most convincing. Any question on that? Any question on that? If you have a question, please raise your hand and I will help you. Okay, so I see no question. Okay, so can we debate now? Here's the topic I have. I think we could get a more interesting one. Otherwise, okay, this is the topic I came with, so let us go with it. So yes, summer is better than winter. Summer is better than winter. So what do you say? Do you agree that summer is better than winter? Or do you disagree that summer is better than winter and you say that winter is better than summer? I don't know. What do you say? What do you think? Okay, I'll just give everyone a minute to just think about it, and then we will start. Just a minute. Are we all ready? Are we all ready? Remember that for whatever that which you say, we need a reason why you are saying it, okay? Do not just say summer is better than winter. We need to know why. Okay, for me personally, I would say that summer is better than winter. Okay, remember, if whether you propose, you agree or you disagree, please raise your hand so that I can give you a chance to speak. Remember that if you were in class, you are not going to write whether you oppose or not, but you are going to speak. Okay, so let us try to emulate the classroom situation. So please raise your hand and I will give you a chance to speak. I promise. You're only left with 10 minutes. Okay, there is Onkabitz's hand is up.
Good
Hi,
day.
Onkabitz. Yes.
I'd like to oppose the motion.
Okay, let's hear.
No, so you say that the proposer must start first, right? Meaning someone who proposes the topic should.
Okay. Okay. Let me start first because I do agree that summer is better than winter. After I'm done, then you'll be next, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, seems like there is no one who is proposing at the moment, so I will be the first speaker for proposing. So I believe summer is better than winter. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the judges, the adjudicators, the chairperson, and the house at large. My name is Jikimuyeng and I represent the proposition side, and we believe that summer is better than winter. Summer is better than winter because summer clothes are cheaper. You can just have 100 rands and you'll be able to have a full outfit in summer. You can just have a light t-shirt, a short, and flip-flops, okay, which is much more affordable than in winter where your clothes are very expensive. You have to wear 2 t-shirts, 2 jerseys, socks and boots and tracksuits and beanies and gloves and scarves, and those clothing are very, very expensive. I believe also that summer is better than winter because in summer the days are longer and the nights are shorter, which means that the possibilities of you having colds and flu are very low. It's very difficult to have to have them during summer. And the good thing about summer is that there is rain, and rain is good for the environment. Rain is good for the farms. Rain is good for vegetation. And we know that when it rains, then it means that the prices of food will remain constant. There won't be any hikes in food prices because there will be enough rain. And I also believe that summer is better than winter because in summer we can really get to go to school, with our short sleeve shirts. Summer is not really so complicated. And in summer, since it is longer days, then the chances of crime to happen, they are very lower, because who will steal or who will break in at your house when everybody can see? So summer really is safer. Summer is safer because everything is out there. Everything is exposed, so it is very difficult for you to hide whatever you do in summer. Thank you. Okay, so that was Jikimyeng from the proposition side. Next we have our first speaker from the opposition side, Onkabetse.
Good day, guys. My name is Onkabitz Baba, and I'd like to thank my opponent for inviting me to join this debate. On what Sir said, I believe there's a point in the hot, sticky weather where you can't take off any more clothes. However, you can always add more in the winter. You can always be too hot, but you can never be too cold because you have plenty of warming clothes and blankets to warm you up. I mean, you can also drink hot chocolate with marshmallow. And then summer is too hot to sleep at night. There are mosquitoes, You sweat more, which is both uncomfortable and causes a valuable water loss. Heat makes you sleepy and tired, causing you to be lazy and not get as much done. More sticky smoke, and there are millions of bugs that both bite, sting, and bother you by just being there at night. So people sleep better in winter, and I can propose that. Thank you.
So that was Onkabetse from the opposition team. So thank you so much, Onkabetse. Thank you so much. So any other hand which will propose to the topic? Remember, this is a debate. So if it was at class in school, you will not be texting or writing down anything. You will be speaking. So that is the reason why I am asking everyone to raise their hand and speak. Buke, I see you've written something in the chat. Can I give you a chance to speak to us? So that is the thing with a debate, that it is a speaking activity. That is why it is good and it is best that we speak instead of writing down what we think. So we are only left with 5 minutes. Can you have another hand? If you can have 2 hands in the next 5 minutes, that will be okay for us. Okay, there's another hand by Cleo. Hi Cleo, welcome and thank you for participating. Which side are you on?
So I'm on the opposition, sir.
Okay, let's hear your viewpoint.
Good day to everybody. My name is Cleopatra Joao, and I'm here to oppose the topic, the motion which says that summer is better than winter. My reasons for this would be that during the winter season, people become more productive. People are suffering from drought as summer brings about lots of heat, which results in other countries suffering from drought, meaning that they're not able to gain the natural resources which many people in urban countries and wealth people are able to get without an expense. People who are in the farming industry suffer from loss in their harvestation because summer brings about lots of insects such as locusts, which eat about through the plants which are there during their harvesting season, and they're unable to gain any income for many of their crops that they spent the entire year working on. I also believe that when the first speaker from the proposing team said that it is better in summer because they have longer days than longer nights, many people, such as myself, prefer to have longer nights because it results in many more hours of sleep and less hours during the day, which results in us being more productive. Because many people prefer to be less productive and to be in their blankets watching a late night movie or just speaking with friends. So I do believe that winter is better than summer. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Cleo. Thank you so much. Thank you. So now we're going to have our last speaker. I see writing in the chat. Let's give her a chance to speak to us so everyone can hear what she has to say. Wow, thank you for participating. Wow, you really have good viewpoints. You really have excellent reasons for why you think the way you do about these 2 seasons. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to get the last person to speak. You guys are amazing. I just wish this was longer than it is. Yeah, but don't worry, there will be other lessons where we will have a chance to speak like we do now. So yeah. Okay, I see Onkawit's hand is still up. I think that will be the last hand as we are about to close. Let's see. Okay, seems like we lost Onkabetse. Okay, so it's okay, it's fine. Thank you so much for participating. We have come to the end of the lesson for today. Thank you so much for your questions. Thank you so much for your comments in the chat. And thank you also for raising your hands. And I would like to ask someone who has raised their hand today to tell us how it feels to speak during the lesson. Okay, let's see who to choose. I think Onkabetse. Okay, all right, it's okay, it's okay. Seems what I'm trying to do is not right. So anyway, thank you everyone for being part of the lesson. Thank you for your questions, for your comments, for your participation. You really are excellent speakers, debaters. And I hope next time when we have such an interactive lesson, all of us will participate. I would really love to hear your voices. I really love to hear how you speak, and so that this can be more enjoyable and a very interactive learning experience for all of us. So let's meet again tomorrow, same time, same place, for yet another wonderful lesson. Tune in to see what it will be all about. It's going to be interesting. I can promise you that. Tell your friends to join us, tell your classmates to join us, your friends to join us. So from all of us here at STEM Digital School, we say goodbye and take care. Remember to wash your hands with soap and water or use a hand sanitizer. When you go outside, wear your mask and recognize the social distancing regulations. So we love you. Take care.